been this good before. Ooh, I've got to turn it loose, babe. I tried to hold, but it ain't no use. Oh no, babe. Your skin like velvet, so warm to touch, so good to feel. Your lips like cherries, no fantasy, but a world so real. I want to need you, I don't want to stop. I need to feel you, let's keep it going strong. I've got to let it go. It's never been this good before. Ooh, I've got to turn it loose, babe. I tried to hold, but it ain't no use. Oh no, babe. Right here, loving you. A world to never, never, ever end. I'm glad it's our world. We'll never, never lose, we'll always win. I want to need you, I don't want to stop. I need to feel you, let's keep it going strong to the top. I've got to let it go. It's never been this good before. Ooh, I've got to turn it loose, babe. I tried to hold, but it ain't no.
Yo, I'm Andrew, and I'm also known as Shroomi, and I work out here in On Maritime. I've been working here for a couple years now, almost 2, and I actually help out with a lot of the in-store events that we do. We have DJs come in locally that have labels and party crews. We get them over here and we kind of try to build a community. And I also run a small label, a house label, so I do events in other places, warehouses, bars, and kind of try to keep the nightlife going with house music. That's what I mostly do. I love records. I've been collecting for 8-10 years, and it really started super slow. Didn't have turntables when I started. I was just buying one record at a time, one cool record. I think the first record I ever really bought was a Jimi Hendrix one, because how could you not, you know? And since then I just started doing like dub records, like Clock Tower Dub and King Tubby, a lot of the beat scene stuff, which is like Flying Lotus, No Saj, and that whole Low End Theory era of music. And eventually I stumbled upon house, and that's where I'm kind of at, deep house. Luckily, I'm able to work here, and I can see a lot of music come in, a lot of funk, soul, jazz, and I get to educate myself with it while also digging through a lot of the house music and disco that we have. So it's like a never-ending amount of luck and knowledge to kind of come across these records. It was a funny situation how I found out about the shop. So I ended up moving down the street, not too far down, and I walked by with a good friend of mine, Kyle. He makes music, SB, whatever. He's cool. He walked in, and we noticed that the guy behind the counter was super familiar. He walked in, my friend Kyle instantly recognized him. It was Sean. He does music for Deluxe. We went to high school with him, and I used to skate with him all the time. Kyle actually went to high school with him, so it was a cool reunion. Not long after that, I ended up realizing that the other person, part of the owner, Isaac, part owner, along with Daniel, they're a family. It's a family business, you know. Went to school, went to Glendale. That's where I kind of grew up from, and it's kind of like a family-raised business store or record shop. And we had close ties, which was super cool. Not long after that, I ended up working here. I was like, hey, I want to work here. If it's cool, give me a couple hours. And Daniel, Isaac, Adlai, they were super cool to trust me to kind of watch the shop and kind of handle the events. So since that, we've had a cool thing going. I know the shop's been here for like 3 years. Daniel, they're all from here. They're all from LA. So this is my top 5 records of maybe all time or just currently. We'll see. We'll see if it changes later. So this is Frank and Tony. They just released their, I'm not sure which number album it is, but they just released it 2 years ago. It's one of my favorite records because honestly, when I need a break from a lot of sound and a lot of noise, their deep house sound is just something that really soothes and relaxes me. And I think that's huge nowadays to have something like this. Their ambient style synths and what they do is just amazing in my opinion. And no one really hits it like them, you know. They have these deep kicks and they have these deep sounds that just really work really well, and no one does it like them.
What year did that?
2024 or 2020, late 2023, I would say, or early 2024 if I remember correctly. Francis Harris, he runs Public Records, super inspiration, and Tony is one of my favorite deep house artists, also Grant, so they're just a really good combo. So let's go to the next one, and I'm sure a lot of people know this one, but I can't get enough of Dream to Science, and sometimes I confuse them with Dream to Sleep. I don't know why, but I feel like Dream to Sleep would work too, you know? But Dream to Science, if you don't know, this was produced back in like late 80s, early 90s. Late 80s. This was a repress, and I actually told my wife that I love this track, and the whole EP I love. Yeah, Rush Hour did the repress, and she actually bought it for me for my birthday when they did the repress. I had no idea it was getting repressed. They did a cool little campaign for it, and she bought it for me, and I was so stoked. Very 808 styles, or 808 deep house, great bass lines, acidy, little sexy too. So if you like that little vibe, this is the one.
How'd you hear about it?
I heard this, honestly, it's Spotify, man. Spotify.
You know what? Spotify doesn't get enough. I mean, everyone loves to shit on Spotify.
Yes.
Sometimes you can get some good stuff.
Sometimes Spotify helps, and it kind of led me in this direction. Funny enough, I was listening to a lot of Frank and Tony stuff. Once the album was done, one of these popped on. So they do their thing sometimes. Dream to Science. This one's just casual OK Computer Radiohead. You know, I love Radiohead, and I have one of their tattoos. If you want to, you know, Hail to the Thief. Ooh. You know, I love Hail to the Thief also, but it'd be funny not to have a Radiohead album on my top 5.
So this one, if you had to choose out of all the Radiohead albums, this is like the pinnacle.
This one would be the most impactful for me. Subterranean, Homesick Alien, yeah. I love Karma Police. Anyone could hate on it, but I fucking love it. Sorry for cussing if I can't cuss. Paranoid Android. The music video is amazing. The artwork. I mean, this whole album kind of changed how I kind of liked music. So, the soundscapes, the lyrics. If you actually listen, you know, they're kind of political or kind of crazy at the same time too. And I was reading a lot of 1984 during this time, George Orwell. And I think this and that, like the whole idea of those two, like that world that they depicts in that book, kind of, maybe the people in that world would listen to something like this, in my opinion. So, I love it.
You will be fast against the wall.
Joe Classell and 2 other cats from New York, and you know what? We might have to add their name in a little text later or something, to please, because I don't want to like dismiss them. They're pretty good. But this album, I love house music. I love deep house, and then this is like a great, just amalgam. I mean, house is house, but this is just like house and deep, It's got those punchy kicks, but it takes you in places that you wouldn't even expect. Like you'd go to space, or you'd be deep in the jungles of the Congo or something. You know, like it transports you, and that's what I want from my house stuff. Like I want it to transport you. I want it to make you feel ways that like a normal pop made song wouldn't. And it's like jazz too. This is a lot of just free form playing, you know, instrumentation. So it's not just a straight four on the floor. There's some guys on keys, on saxophones, on bongos, just jamming out. It's like a jam out session on this, and it gets better and better the more you listen to it. So, Instant House, Joe Classell, names, and there you go. We had Flying Lotus 1983. This one, I'd say Flying Lotus hit me at the time where the Radiohead thing happened for me, and I needed something that was a beat style, because that's what I grew up around me. I'm from here, LA, hip hop beats. I wasn't a huge fan of just the standard hip hop stuff that was out, and I liked psychedelic rock. I love all that stuff, and I needed something weird to kind of like, someone can do something kind of weird with beats. I know it, and not over the top, right? Like I want it to be 90 BPM, 93 BPM, and I think Flying Lotus was the perfect combination of that. 1983 is a homage to 1984, in my opinion. So it kind of connects for me. And it's just dusty, it's dirty, it's raw, it's spacey, it's all those things in one, and they're all just straight up like boom bap style, but with a weird edge to it. My favorite track, Orbit Brazil, and Laura Dollington's audio of vocals on it, on the last track, is amazing. And honestly, I've seen him like 20 times perform, so a little too much. And this is the album. Cool. My favorite one from him. Last mention, sorry. Quick mention, Rick Wade. The definition of keeping it smooth, keeping it groovy, and letting it ride. Rick Wade's probably one of my favorite to do so. This one is just a straight up banger, I'd say. Rick Wade Player's theme. My favorite song on this is Feel Good. It feels good. You can't not dance and you can't not feel good. You know. And this is actually from my label. It's Earth Boys, and we recently released this two months ago. These guys are from New York. They're staying in New York, and now one resides in Los Angeles. And we decided to work on a record together. Cool thing, fun fact, I love Rick Wade. We actually got him to do a remix on this for one of the tracks. Yeah, so a lot of heart went into this. Earth Boys, this is their 15th record actually. So we got a 1-5, and it's groovy, it's classic, it's a throwback, while kind of pushing forward some deep sounds, especially the little samba house beat vibe. It's a fun one, so I hope people like this one as much as I like making it happen.
So much. I really appreciate it.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, Daniel. It was super fun.